turn it off for that.
Sure.
Hello and welcome.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Oi, oi. We're going to read some of this comic book. And that's right, it's a right to left comic book. So we're going to learn about this horse. Rider of the red horse. It's red like a ponytail or rapidash. We don't know because it's all in black and white and shit.
Last time we started a case about a arsonist.
Arsonist left his calling card of that horse.
That leaves a red horse before he...
That's right, that's how we do it around here.
And it was left in... where... Or left in the Moore Detective Agency.
Yep. Alright, let's do it. Red hair. Oh, it's the wrong voice. Oh, maybe it is the right voice. No. No, it's the wrong voice. Red hair. Are you telling me this plastic toy is supposed to be the famous horse? From the Romance of the Three Kingdoms? Yeah, that's right. Check out the base of the horse left at the first fire. Most of the writing's burned off, but you can still read the word hair. Yeah, you're right. There's only one famous red horse with the hair in its name, and that's Ponytail. And that's the hair that carried all them Chinese warriors into battle? Well, why would the arsonist leave a storybook horse at the scene of a crime? Well, oh, fuck. This guy's here? Feng Shui. No, that doesn't work. It was a deep southern. Feng Shui comes from China too. Did that Feng Shui master Soga tell Mrs. Morozumi any old Chinese stories when he visited the house? Nah, no ancient Chinese secrets. Just French kissing. Oh, I'm so lonely. He didn't say anything about that, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but he did have a good motive.
No,
oh, God, that's the wrong one. He didn't say anything about the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but he did have a good motive. Huh? Soon as Mrs. Morozumi left the room, he went scrounging around for a videotape of their affair. Oh. Oh, I see, got it. Come on. Are you saying he buried the whole house? He burned the whole house down to get rid of that tape. That's crazy. Inspector, Yubidaga. Piss. Alright, it sounded like I said piss, but I didn't. Caffeine. Good. Report back when you learn more. Yes, sir. Looks like the Feng Shui master wasn't the only person in it with a motive, huh? That fortune teller, Keki Gondo, with her sister Ryoko dead, she stands to inherit their parents' hefty fortune. That's coming.
No.
No. Top left.
Come to think of it, she mentioned their dad just died.
But she stopped to borrow money. She said if she's the older sister from a rich family, she ought to be loaded. Ryoka and Kenko were the only heirs to the family fortune. But their fathers will left everything to Ryoko. He was pleased that her husband had taken the Morozumi name and so it wouldn't die out. I see. The Ryoko out of the way. The inheritance goes to Geico. That's right. The will allows for the older sister to inherit if the younger sister dies. Oh, shit. That means the husband is innocent, with his wife gone and never get his hands on that money. Not necessarily, Richard. Akira Morizumi is a well-known local shrink. Apparently, he wanted to tear down the house to build a psychiatric clinic, but his wife was dead set against it. The land and house belonged to Mrs. Morizumi's family, so she had a final say. And if Dr. Morizumi suspected his wife was cheating on him, that make his motive even stronger. Trouble is, all three of them have alibis. Yep, the arsonist lit the fire and left the Red Horse around 7:30 p.m. Dr. Morizumi came home about 10 minutes before that, but he left right away to go boozing with the Feng Shui master. And according to the witnesses, the fortune teller was working at a building half a mile away. The only remaining suspect is the man who was at the house when we first arrived. We think he was an antique dealer. He gave Mrs. Morizumi a catalog and a lucky charm before she chased him off. But we got no idea who he is.
Hey, what do you think this is? Look, there's a weird melted lump on the first horse.
Ooh. Looks like a foot. Maybe the horse had a rider. Well, if it's the man who rides the red hare, it could only be Guan Yu.
Guan Yu.
Oh, that was you.
No,
Guan Yu.
Guan Yu.
Guan Yu. So maybe it was a wimpy looking guy in the glasses. Guan Yu is a god of business. And the box he handed out was just about the right size for one of these tall horses. I'm sure of it. I thought it was another guy who rode the red hare. Hurry up. You've got to call every antique store in Hido.
If you don't, he could escape.
This man you're talking about, is this him? Yeah. How did you know? Darn it! It's already past 11. We're supposed to go. Darn it! It's already past 11. We're supposed to go to the tropical land tomorrow. Where are Harley and your dad gonna get back? They shouldn't be out this late with Conan. Oh well, let's forget about the guys and get some sleep. Wait, I'm gonna hang this outside Dad's room so it won't rain tomorrow. It didn't work last night, but this time... Wait, go back. Chick. Okay, we see the guy go outside their quarters, like really creepy like, you know what I'm saying? I found him. I finally found him. What? This man's already come up as a suspect. Oh, what? This man's already come up as a suspect. Who is he? His name's Taka Noragenda. As you deduced, he has an antique shop in Idaho. Why'd you suspect the guy? He was in the crowd at the first fire and reason. Witnesses overheard him shout, muttering something strange. Father. His father was a fireman. When Genda was in elementary school, he died trying to rescue someone from a fire. Are you saying, yeah, it's just a hunch. But maybe he's setting fires in memory of his father. That's kind of weird. Maybe he even thinks it'll bring his father back. Let's see. Keeps searching for his father by setting fires to different blocks across the city. And as a son of the firemen, he knows that old red horse slang. Well, it's clear. Call Mr. Genda's store. I know his voice. He dropped by the shop around 5 p.m. and then went home. That's right. He said he was tired. It's typical. He was out pounding the pavement all day, distributing catalogs and keychains.
There's a keychain shaped like a red horse.
Yes, a Guan Yu figure Mr. Genda designed. Ugh. But he was going to switch to a different charm. He said Guan Yu wasn't popular anymore.
He changed it.
Yes, the keychain he handed out today was going to be a lucky cat. Did something happen to him, Inspector?
No, nothing much.
Is that Richard?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't get worked up, Rachel, but we won't be home for a while. Probably a couple of days, maybe weeks. By the way, you read The Romance of Three Kingdoms, didn't you?
Sure.
Warrior who rides the red hair is Lu Boo, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right, but then Cao gets hold of him and he becomes Guan Yu's horse in the very end.
Are you sure?
Of course, I got a keychain of Guan Yu riding the red hare today.
What? You got a keychain of Guan...
Oh, that's the wrong voice.
Hey, I'm Richard Moore. You got a keychain of Guan Yu on the red hair?
Yeah, this little guy in round glasses gave it to the both of us. On the bus. Hi, Mr. Moore, what block do you live on?
What?
I'm asking what block you're at.
Block 5.
Why am I having trouble doing Richard Moore voice? Okay.
Block 5. Block 5.
Okay, I've got it. What's going on? I'm not sure, but Dad's coming straight home and he wants us to stay where we are. Fine by me. I've been hearing this weird sound outside. And it's starting to scare me. They put Conan's name on there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Genda lives in Reason. Yeah, so what?
We saw Mr. Genda near the house when Dr. Morizumi came home around about 7:20 p.m.
The bus Rachel and Kazuha took home is probably the one that goes to Reason via Ido and Baker.
So Genda was on his way home when he met the girls, and then he turned around and went back to the Morizuma's neighborhood?
Reason it's where the first fire happened, right?
Yeah, Genda lives down the street from the house that burned down. The owner is a regular customer at this shop, and their parents were good friends.
Oh, if he's torching customers' homes, maybe it's because he's selling counterfeit goods and he's trying to hide the evidence.
Could be.
But I don't get it. Why don't you bag a suspicious guy like that?
I guess my instincts as a cop have gotten rusty. Huh? There's a cop car in front of my office. What's going on? Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
It's Genda. Hey, Harley. Huh? What's going on? just hi, Harley. Dude, this guy's arrested. That guy knocked on the door right after you called. He wanted the keychain back. And when we asked him, when we asked him why, the place is gonna catch fire. I'm gonna do it again. Wow, what do you? Okay. Then he just broke down in tears. We didn't know what else to do, so we called the police.
Genda, is this true? Are you really the serial arsonist?
I'm sorry. We're taking the suspect down to Baker Station, Inspector.
Yes, right. Looks like he's ready to confess the whole thing.
Hey, Harley, you got deja vu, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking this felt familiar. A series of crimes in consecutive order.
The easy arrest of a timid, earnest suspect, all hiding the criminal's true aim.
The
murder of... It's both.
The murder of just one person.
What case is this like?
I forget. Come on, Rachel, I'm starving. You have any rice? We live in Japan, for God's sakes. We gotta have rice. Haven't you eaten yet? Rachel and I ate the dinner we made for you. Oh, jeez, the dinner for 5. Well, I was angry. Well, I was angry. Anyway, the fridge is empty. I was gonna go shopping tomorrow morning. Well, it's past closing time, but I'll see if I can get the owner of Poirot to whip something up.
Poirot?
Poirot.
Poirot is a cafe that...
It's a coffee shop.
Right underneath Richard Moore's office. It shows up in quite a bit of cases, and eventually we will meet 2 people that work there that are essential to some cases. One of them I just got an ornament for. This guy is one of the guys that works there. Ray is his name. The name he goes by.
That's it. I knew the case reminded me of something.
It's just like that famous mystery novel.
Even folks who don't know squat about Agatha Christie have heard of it.
Yeah, it's the greatest masterpiece in the Hercule Poirot series, the ABC Murders.
Poirot.
The murderer kills people with the same initials as the town where they live, going through the alphabet, and leaves an ABC railway guide beside each body to make it look like the work of a crazy serial killer. And it's all just to cover up the killer's real target, the guy with the C name. The twist is that the intended victim is hidden among a bunch of random victims.
Our killer set houses on fire numerically, going from blocks 1 to 4, and left a weird red horse at the scene of the crime to make it look like the work of a loon. But the real target was the lady in block 4 all along. It's the same plan. And to top it off, a mentally unstable guy just turned himself into the cops. Just like the man in the novel who was tricked in thinking he was the killer because he suffered from blackouts. The only difference in the case is that there's a bunch of suspects with reasons for wanting that lady dead. And every one of those suspects has an alibi. I think we need to do a little more legwork. Yeah, the scene of that 4th fire has search me written all over it. That son of a bitch. What? Going back to Hideout to go on the scene of the fire. Now? You betcha there's something I want to look into. I'm taking the kid with me. Forget about the fire. I thought we were gonna go to the tropical land today. Tropical what? This case has the kind of punch I like. What case? They got the arsonist. That's right. It was the guy who gave us that lucky charm. He came to our place and turned himself in last night. Remember? His name's Genda. I got a suspicion that little guy is under the influence of mind control. You're putting me on. Think about it. What kind of folks visited Mrs. Morozumi right before her house burned down? Her husband, Akira Murakami, is a psychiatrist. Her boyfriend, Misao Soga, is a feng shui master. And her big sister, Kiko Gondo, is a fortune teller. Man, Japanese names, huh, right, kids? That's right. All three of them are skill that influence people's minds, and all three have motives for starting the fire. Kind of fishy, ain't it? But we don't know if any of them even know Genda. And Genda had a motive too. Excuse me. Besides, they've all got alibis. That's what I want to look into. There might be a real big fish at the end of this line. Oh, it looks so eerie. Someone died at this spot. Well, why would anybody want to come here? Because it's a murder case, dumbass. I told you to stay home. Stay home if you're gonna complain. No, I want to come with. Start complaining. Why didn't you stay home? Anyways, no way. I want to solve this case quick so we can all go to tropical land. And we can have butterbeers, and we can look at the monkeys. Anyway, we're curious too. Looks like you brought your own squad, Richard. Hello, sir. Who's he? An arson detective from the police force? Well, did Genda confess to the fires? Yeah. Questioned him all right, but all he kept saying was, "I don't know." What doesn't he know? According to him, there's another person inside him, and that person sets things on fire while he's asleep or unconscious. He used to sleepwalk as a child. Recently, he's had a relapse, so he's been seeing a shrink about it. That shrink wouldn't be, Akira Morozumi. He prescribed anti-anxiety drugs for Genda. I bet they're pro-psychotic drugs. That's my guess. He's probably giving him speed or meth. That son of a bitch. She seemed surprised when we told him Genda had turned himself in. Oh, and that Soga guy looks surprised too.
That's
Yeah, right?
yeah, that's still the arson.
Yeah, that's...
You kind of mix it with Harley's voice.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the lower southern voice.
Yeah.
Harley is a little higher in pitch.
Yeah, you used a higher one.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and that Soga guy looks surprised too. Huh? Soga and Genda knew each other through the antique business. Soga was the one who recommended Genda to Mr. Morozumi in the first place. Soga's a strange character. Seems he dropped out of med school to take up Feng Shui. What a weird guy. Genda visited the Morozumi's house with the catalog because Soga advised him to visit houses in that area. Said it was a lucky direction.
So Harley's right. The other suspect's knew Genda.
Is that fortune teller connected to him too? Well, we haven't looked into it yet. But I don't trust that woman. Why not? Because of the cape? I bet it's because of the cape, right? Maybe it's a crystal ball. When we found the victim's body, her hands were clutching this little cushion.
Oh, okay.
This morning I called all the suspects down to the station. When I showed them the cushion, the Gondo woman suddenly turned pale and ran out.
Okay. Maybe it's some kind of dying message. Why do you let her run off?
The arsonist has turned himself in and she's got an alibi. We've got no reason to hold her.
Yep.
That is, unless you two were mistaken about when the fire started.
Why don't you ask the kid we talked to? He lives right next door. You son of a gun. I'm telling the truth. A big horse appeared on the curtain just as the theme song for Samurai Kids started.
Is that true, ma'am?
I don't know. I came into the living room around 7:30 p.m. and turned the lights on. I never saw any strange shadows. I'm not lying.
Can we get a look at the room?
Can we get a look at the room? Hi. What? Okay.
They're saying it to the little kid
Okay.
because they're kind of looking down.
it's just so weird. Chaotic scene. Anyways, this must be the place. And then this is the curtain who's where the horse appeared. I see. The arsonist placed the horse on the windowsill, then lit the room on fire, projecting the shadow of the horse onto the curtain. Why was your son watching TV with the lights out? It's something the neighborhood kids are doing these days. It's cool because it looks like a movie. You ought to keep the lights on, kid. You'll ruin your eyes. No, that's a myth. Don't listen to her. That's a myth. It's just, no, wait, no, with it off. If it's bright, no, never mind. Don't listen to me. Like that, boy. And Conan's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But fire doesn't cast crisp shadows because of the flickering of the flames. With the shadow moving around, how could anyone tell it looked like a horse? I swear, I saw it. Were you watching baseball with the lights out too? Uh-huh.
That's still the kid.
Are you sure? It looks like it's pointing at Conan.
Yeah, you missed this.
I skipped that. Okay.
You
I swear, I saw it.
weren't you wondering how randomly that Harley knew that he was watching baseball?
Yeah, I thought it was weird. I swear, I saw it. I was watching baseball until the clock on top of the TV pointed to the time for Samurai Kid. But the horse only appeared when the Samurai Kid theme song started. Were you watching baseball with the lights out too? Uh-huh.
The lights were out. How could you see the time on the clock?
I could see it. It was kind of bright outside.
What?
And the shadow wasn't moving around like the old man said. Dick. Hi, wait. Hey, wait. What's going on? That's funny. The only place in the house from which light could reach this room was the little window of the storeroom. So where was the light coming from before the horse appeared? Maybe it came from that window on the second floor. That's the bedroom where the victim's body was found. According to the fire department, the thick curtains over the window were shut. Whoa. Hang on a sec. Stop showing off.
Look carefully, Harley. It should be here.
If we find this one piece, looks at the camera, evidence, our deductions on the mark. Found it. It's a light bulb. There's a dark ring and a black spot on it.
I found something too. There are bits of charred tissue paper on the burn marks.
Then we're right.
Yeah, with a simple trick, the killer set fire to the room from this distance. All we need to know now is how our culprit controlled Mr. Genda.
And we need proof. It was probably one of those ray guns that you shoot at people and then it just controls their brain. It's a new technology. However, it's not invented for like 200 years, so...
Okay, Big Black. Sounds like something Big Black would come up with.
No, it's a weapon in Fallout. You fire it. I think it's called like the mesmerizer. You fire it at someone, and then their brain goes all loopy, and then you can put a slave collar on them, and make them a slave, and that's how you get money. It's pretty fun. I love Fallout. Anyways,
Harley, why are you randomly talking about a game I've never heard of?
Well, it came out, and their 1 and 2 came out. Well, first one was 97, second one was 98. Second one was 98, and it's pretty fun.
Doesn't mean
I don't think they had the mesmerizer in that one, because I haven't played it, so I wouldn't know. But on the Fallout 3, they definitely have it, and I'm sure they have it in other ones.
Doesn't mean a 6-year-old would know Fallout.
Harley's 17.
I meant
Conan's 17 too, right? But I suppose it's still 1996 for them. Oh, anyways, sorry about that, folks. We got on a tangent about Fallout. You should watch the show. First season was better than the second, but hey, whatever.
I just heard a strange noise. That was you.
I see. I guess the method you describe as possible, but that burn mark could have gotten there by transferring the fire. If you're right, any of the three suspects could have used the same method. Huh? Akira Murazumi lived in the house, but Kako and that Soga guy often visited, so they all had chances to set it up. Third panel on the right. Third panel down. 1, 2, 3. On the right. It's Conan talking. Under the car. The one under the car.
This is a... What do you mean by
Under the car right there.
Well, we came here to Mr. Genda's house to figure out who did it, right?
Right. Maybe we'll find a diary or something that'll crack the case wide open. Who do these kids think they are? Nuts. Nuts. It's already 3 p.m. Looks like we'll have to give up on Tropical Land. Oh, man. Jack. I better check out the house, too. You girls can stay in the car and, do girl things, I guess. Braid each other's hair for all I care. Fine, Dad. Click. Click, 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 click. All right, he got it. Only took him 20 minutes. Let's see. How do you get permission to search Genda's house without a warrant? Well, I told Genda I wanted to prove his innocence. He handed me the key with tears in his eyes.
This is a really big house for one person.
After his father died, he lived here with his mother, but she passed away peaceful last year. By the way, Moore, did you notice the floor on the hall? Yeah, lots of footprints. They look like Mr. Genda's prints. They match the shoes from the hall cupboard. It sure took a lot of walks.
Hey, look at this. There's something funny in the wastebasket.
Muddy socks and a shirt with a burn mark. Spaghetti-o. Mr. Genda really does walk in his sleep. The story about another person inside him may be true. He's not that kind of guy. He's not the kind of person who set fire to someone's house. Sir. Hey, Kudo, over here.
Huh?
Check out this phone bill. I found it on top of the cupboard. It's 30,000 yen, which is about $300. Oh, god damn, son of a bitch. For a month, a little high, don't you think? 2026 called. They want the rent back.
It's strange for a middle-aged man who keeps to himself, but Rachel and Serena rack up big bills by yapping to each other on their cells all day.
Come to think of it, Kazuha's the same way. She ain't, She and my mom are always having these long secret conversations. What is it with women and phones? Well, excuse us for yapping too much. Got that wrong, but that's okay. Hey, no fair, eavesdropping on us. We weren't trying to. We weren't trying to. We were listening to the radio and heard your voices through it.
Right. I fit them all on the keys.
Cool.
Now I just need a lanyard. Or I'm gonna get one from.
It literally says anime detour on it.
I'm gonna, like, because with the amount of Marv tickets, I get amount of Marv lanyard.
Okay. Cool. You're up.
Where are we?
It's on the left side, second panel down.
Hey,
There's a wiretap in this. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, sorry, the radio on the very top.
The radio?
There's a wiretap in this vase? Huh?
Hey, that looks like the vase we saw at the Marzumi's front door.
We heard other stuff, too. Like you guys going through the trash. Hey.
Where is it?
There's got to be a wiretap near the wastebasket.
Huh? A crystal ball?
Is that Harley?
Found it. It was in the cushion under this crystal ball.
I recognize that. What? You can buy those crystal balls from a fortune teller who works, in the building by Hydo Station. She's famous for her accurate predictions. Or that little cushion. The color's different, but it looks a lot like the one the victim was holding.
But that means...
There's one in here too.
No way.
No.
Here.
Oh. Watch it.
No way.
It's not a wiretap. It's a bomb.
Found it. This is it.
No, it's not a bomb. It's a red hair. 3 of a kind. I can't count that high. Son of a bitch. Yeah, that's right. After he turned himself in, Ganda suddenly clammed up. He confessed that the red horse left at the scene of each fire came from his company. But he won't say anything about the serial arsons. We came down to Ganda's house to look for additional evidence. But no luck yet. I'm not buying a story about an alternate personality who sets fires in his sleep. I'm sure we'll find something when the crime lab comes in tomorrow to search this place from top to bottom. Right, I'll call you back if we find anything. Well, how was that, kid? Great performance. Great performance, Inspector. I don't get it. Why do we call the 3 suspects and lie to them like that? We're cops. You shouldn't be lying to criminals. Lie? Yes. Found a wiretap inside the vase Gander probably bought from Soga. And another one in the cushion under the crystal ball he probably bought from Mrs. Gondo. We also found proof that Ganda sleepwalks, just like Dr. Morizumi diagnosed.
Do you mind moving away from the closet for a second?
Go.
just trying to make it so I can go to bed as soon as.
Yeah, do your thing. Okay. I mean, we can stop if you want.
Yep. I just needed to change shirts.
Like that lie. Yes, we found a wiretap inside the vase Ganda probably bought from Soga. And another one in the cushion under the crystal ball he probably bought from Mrs. Gondo. We also found proof that Genda sleepwalks, just like Dr. Morizumi diagnosed. I'll explain in a sec. If the crime lab is coming to this house tomorrow, shouldn't we get rid of the evidence that we were here? Yeah, what if we left hair on the floor or something? How can we do that? Huh? We'll just have to clean the house. What if you didn't have time to clean up? Oh, I like this page. This is one of my favorites. Talk, guys walking, opens a gate. Then he looks around the corner and sees something in the mirror. No, not the mirror, in the window. He opens, it's a glass door. He opens the glass door, huffs a little bit, goes inside, walks past a staircase, checks, turns on a light, and click. He hears something. Now he's all freaked out. He's shriek. Oh, psh, sees something else. A pock. A different guy with a flashlight. Check. Shift check. Squeeze. He's undoing something from the phone. He looks at it. Ooh, and this guy walks down the hallway. Alright, going towards the staircase. Starts going up the staircase. Clack with a shot. On with the light. And we see a dark room. Is this like an attic or a top floor thing? Talk, check. Shrink. Oh, he's following up the stairs, it looks like. Going to the vase and... Shh. Click. Ooh, it's something. Tap. Ah! Shh. And this guy has a lantern. Takes out a matchbook. Oh, he's trying to light a lantern. I see. Click. Nothing happens. Hey. Shouldn't you leave a horse? Oh, I think this is the detective guy. Hey. Shouldn't you leave a horse somewhere before lighting the place on fire? Path. Well, Akira Morizumi. It was him the whole time. Oh, Jesus, fuck, that freaked me out. That's right. This all started. I love those kind of pages where you're just like, yeah, I read like 4 pages, but you're not reading. That's right. This all started with one's night with one. Oh God, the accent words are so great. It's so confusing at the same time. That's right. This all started with one of Mr. Genda's keychains. The god of business, Guan Yu, sitting on the red hair. The first fire in Risen was an accident. The cops found a toy horse at the scene because the owner was a regular at Genda's shop. Genda must have given him the lucky keychain as freebie, but he didn't have time to open it. In the fire, the box of Guan Yu got burned away, leaving only the red hair behind. The owner said he'd never seen it before, and somebody remembered that red horse is old police slang for an arsonist. The press started claiming it was a firebug at work. Meanwhile, Genda recognized the horse from his store's keychains. When the homeowner told the press he'd never seen it before, Genda started to worry he was going crazy and sleepwalking again. He consulted you for psychiatric help, and he decided to use him. Oh, that's nice.
After hearing Genda's story, you encouraged him to think he was sleepwalking pyromaniac.
Is that still him? Yeah, it's still him.
Noticing the first fire had been on block 1, you set fire to houses on blocks 2 and 3. Then you hit your real target, your own house, a block 4, which you burned down to kill your wife. By collecting Genda's keychains and chipping off Guan Yu and the base, you created an eerie calling card for your imaginary serial arsonist.
Oh, my throat is liking this.
And pinned the crimes on Genda.
You got your hands on a key to the poor guy's house and snuck in at night to give him a nervous breakdown. By leaving Genda's shop prints all over the floor and rubbing his clothes in mud, you made him think he was leading a double life as an arsonist. Wait, what'd he do? You got your hands on a key to the poor guy's house. Oh, and snuck in at night to give him a nervous breakdown. I see. By leaving Genda's shoe prints all over the floor and rubbing his clothes in mud, you made him think he was leading a double life as an arsonist. That's pretty smart. The anti-anxiety drug you prescribed to him was really a sleeping pill. You told him to take a double dose at night so he'd sleep like a baby. With the message you left in his house, of course he believed you when you diagnosed him as a sleepwalker. Mr. Genda came to my practice. Oh, right, he is a different... Mr. Genda came to my practice saying he was a sleepwalker. Ask my staff.
But that was back when he was a kid, right? Saw a TV show saying it's normal for kids with high sensitivity to walk in their sleep. They usually grow out of it, so it's nothing to worry about. I bet a psychiatrist would know that, huh?
But the police said Genda was in my neighborhood when my house burned down. Even as his psychiatrist, I couldn't have known that.
You could if you heard Genda talking on the phone with Soga. You used that wiretap you just took out of the phone to listen in on Soga telling Genda to hit the houses in your neighborhood. You realized that was a perfect time to strike. You managed to switch Genda's boxes of new Lucky Cat charms with the old Guan Yu charms. You knew he'd come back to retrieve the charms once you realized he'd been handing out the wrong kind, raising your neighbor's suspicions. You also knew your wife had made an appointment with a detective that day. You hoped you could drop hints to him that Genda was disturbed. Wait a minute. My house got fire after 7:30 p.m., right? I was out drinking with Soga. He'll vouch for me. Or are you telling me the little boy testified about the time of the fire's lying?
Oh, what's this? Somebody wrapped a piece of tissue paper around this light bulb. There's something stuck in it.
Hold on.
Look, mister, a matchstick.
The temperature of the 100-watt bulb is 424 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm impressed, but at the same time, it's like, how the fuck do you know that? I'm sure you know what happens if you wrap one with flammable materials and leave it on. When you got home from work, you rigged up a light bulb in the storage room, poured kerosene all over the floor, placed a red horse on the windowsill, went out with your buddy. You figured out how to control the thing of the fire by the amount of tissue paper you wrapped around the bulb. 10 minutes after you left, the match caught fire. Fire spread. The second the burning tissue paper fell to the floor, the funny burn marks on the light bulb came from the match and the ring of the tissue paper. To the kid watching TV in the house next door, the shadow of the house horse, which was invisible when the tissue was wrapped around the bulb, was cast on the curtain when the tissue dropped off, creating the illusion that the arsonist had placed a horse there at that very moment.
You snuck into the house to burn it down and destroy any evidence of your activities here. But I've got another evidence.
What? Smoking gun? Please.
This is the base of the red hair keychain. Your wife found clutching it. It's perfectly matched with a horse found at the scene of the fire in Block 3. All we have to do now is find out whether the fingerprints on it match yours. You cut the base and guan you off the keychains because you didn't want the cops to connect the horses together before you got around to killing your wife. But it looks like she cracked the case before the cops did. She hired a detective to investigate a suspicious person lurking around her house at night. That was you sneaking out and planting wiretaps. After she called the sleuth, she must have realized the truth searching your room. She found the red horses and figured out you were the serial arsonist in the news. Judging from the way she chased us off, she was probably planning to use the info to... That's right, she demanded a divorce and tried to throw me out of the street. You're literally a psychiatrist, dude. I'm sure you're fine. All I wanted was to get rid of that house and build my clinic.
Good grief.
If only you hadn't found that base. If only I hadn't fallen for this sting. It would have been the perfect crime.
Don't be stupid. We knew you were the arsonist before you walked through that door.
That's impossible. I wasn't the only one with a motive, you know. There's Soga and Ryoka's sister.
Yeah, and it turns out they were tapping Genda's house too, poor guy. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. They worked out a system of listening devices into the homes of their clients and gather information to manipulate them into buying more useless junk. Oh, I guess that makes sense that they would do that. By the way, we figured out the phone was tapped from the phone bill. If you wiretap a phone line, the line will always be connected with jacks, which tracks the bill way up. Oh, I didn't know that.
But how do you know it was me? The other two could have tapped the phone.
Don't you get it?
What?
To tap the phone, you had to sneak into the house, right?
Right.
If the other two had done it, they wouldn't have put wiretaps in the things they sold Mr. Genda. After all, given the choice, they'd rather not have taps inside stuff Mr. Genda could connect to them.
There were only 3 people who had a motive and were capable of this crime. Ain't a simple process of elimination leaves only you. I bet you came up with the idea from reading Agatha Christie's ABC numbers. But you should have realized when you cooked it up that no matter how smart the plan might seem, the one who gets the last laugh ain't the criminal, but the little guy with the big brain. Hey, look, it's Perot. Thanks for everything, Moore. It was a breeze, even though I didn't do anything. It was all you and the kid and the other kid. But maybe I ought to thank these 2 kids. What, you're gonna side with those 2?
Yes.
Well, I haven't...
Bilked?
Yep.
Well, they haven't bilked their clients out of ludicrous amounts of money yet. And
it must be a type of
Build?
milked.
I think maybe it could be build. Billed. They haven't billed their clients out of ludicrous amounts of money.
Milk, as in would be probably the better
it could be
term.
milk.
Yep.
Milk or build, whatever.
As in trying to get as much money as possible.
No. Yeah, I understand. Yep.
And they only came to retrieve their wiretaps so they wouldn't be suspected of arson. So I'll probably just give them a good scare at the station.
Hi, could you tell me something? Why'd you trust Genda so much? Who was Genda again?
The guy that was
Lit the house on fire?
the guy that thought he,
Oh, him. Okay, got it.
because he had a
Yeah.
series of sleepwalking.
When Genda first came up as a suspect, I met him at the park to talk. For half an hour, he barely said a word. Finally, I stood up to leave, telling him we'd have to meet another time.
When I glanced back, I saw him desperately searching for something in the grass under the bench. It was only after it started to rain that he gave up. When I saw the look of relief on his face, I realized what he'd been doing. That guy was looking for my cigarette butts, so they wouldn't start a fire like the one that killed his father. Oh, I see. I couldn't believe a guy like that desperately set fire to someone's house. I don't even want to consider it. That's all. Come on, old man. You can go cheaper than that. We came to buy something to cheer you up, but we ain't loaded. Sir, that clock was made by a famous craftsman. Hurry up, Harley. We're gonna miss our flight. Just 500 dead off. I'm begging you. How much is that off?
$5.
$5? Yeah.
Hey, we finished that case. We started before I went to the convention. Next time I'll read is Tuesday.
Yep, because we're going on an adventure tomorrow, and then on Tuesday we'll have an adventure here. It's gonna be really fun, and we're gonna eat a bunch of tacos and burritos, and then we're gonna go to a buffet and eat a bunch of food there, maybe some pancakes.
And
Pancakes
on Friday we're gonna continue our One Piece talk with just one big video. We won't go into full detail. We'll just do highlights of the 100 or so episodes since the last time we did a review. We'll just do highlights.
Yeah. Wano is really big. It's almost 200 episodes. 198 to be exact.
And Molecat...
That's including the filler. That's in there.
Molecat will join us again for it because he said he really wanted to join for the end of Wano.
Yep, he really likes 1087, I remember. And currently I'm on like 1070... No, I'm on 1080 something. 81, I think, was the last one I did. So I'm really close.
If you can continue to watch and possibly finish Wano, we can just...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna finish Wano.
By Friday?
Yeah.
Then we can just do all of Wano. Then we'll...
If I read 3 a day, I'm fine. I read the days that you were at the convention. I was just watching them like crazy.
Then we will watch. Then we'll take a break from One Piece. I know Egghead just finished, but we'll take like a month and then we'll watch all that and review it. And then we'll take a break until the season after that is done.
You're right. I do have questions. All right, so I'm gonna put this away now. So all right. Thanks for watching if you're here, and if you're not here, well, all right. Bye. Sayonara. Poop.